My best friend wants to risk our friendship, and I'm scared of the consequences.
Trying to shoot for a party of 3?
Sometimes you gotta risk it for the biscuit, but let's see if this biscuit's worth it. I've known this girl, Erin, since we were in elementary school. Our families are really close, and our parents are best friends and neighbors. We would often spend countless hours together at each other's houses, and it got to the point where we could literally let each other in each other's houses and rooms with parental supervision, which is a big deal as kids and teens. By the way, this comes from user grad04, and if you want to submit your own stories, go to the r/OKStorytime subreddit. I have always been attracted to her. In middle school, she was cute. In high school, she was attractive, and we went to prom together as friends. Told her a few times over the years how I felt, and she has always said, let's just be friends, or that would be weird, pretty much turning me down. We grew distant in undergrad due to us attending different universities, and then she studied abroad, but still kept in touch from time to time, Skype, text, holidays, etc. In undergrad, I started working out seriously and playing soccer. We've both played since we were young. I've never been out of shape, but I've never been this physically defined in my life. After graduating college, I went into grad school where I stayed in a single apartment on campus. I leave a key at my parents' in case I ever lose or forget mine. One evening, I'm taking a nap and hear someone coming in my apartment. By the time I open my eyes and get myself together, Erin is already sitting on my bed. I'm thrilled to see her as it's been nearly 2 years at this point since we've physically seen each other. Crawls over and hugs me, and that's when I realized things kind of went different. She leans in, and instead of the normal, hey, what's up, how's life, she kisses me on the lips. Oh. I'm blown away, shocked, and beyond happy. All of this led to the spicy tango. When we finish, she tells me I better get used to her because she's attending the same graduate school. She says she wants more of this. And mind you, at the time, I was still on cloud 9, so of course I say sure without thinking. That was nearly 3 months ago, and now she comes over some days and we talk like best friends, and other days it's just a lot of spicy tango. My emotions are all over the place, and as if it wasn't bad enough, as her best friend, being friends with benefits is really challenging for me. To my knowledge, she has no boyfriend, no love interest, or anything like that, but whenever I bring up dating or anything serious, I'm met with just a spicy tango and an open-ended, we'll talk about it later, or let's just have some fun together and think about it later. Should I just be patient? Our friendship dynamic has changed. I get excited just by the thought of being alone with her, and now we're hiding things from our parents and friends. And while I feel like I'm falling for her more and more, I haven't any clue as to what she is thinking. Why do I feel so much regret despite being so happy? Is this wrong to have this type of relationship with her given how I feel about her? Clearly, you are on one page and she's on another.
Yeah.
You intuitively know this. She doesn't want to have the conversation and you do.
Dude.
It's going to lead to things ending, which they probably should because you're setting yourself up for like a huge letdown here. Obviously, the spicy tango is a dream come true for me. She's a gorgeous girl, and friends/family all throughout school have always joked about us dating or hooking up. I don't know if I can ever go back to seeing her as just a best friend without the benefits, and the fact that I don't know if this is the same for her scares me. Am I overthinking this, or should I just enjoy it while it lasts? We have some comments. Number 1 says, enjoy it while it lasts because it will abruptly end at some point. Don't get emotionally attached, and if you are, end the friends with benefits for your own sake. OP replied, I am about 3 miles past the don't get attached part. All I can really do is enjoy it while it lasts and see where it goes. We've been friends for this long, and we've always been there when we needed each other. So here's to hoping there is another reason she hasn't given me an answer. The only thing I would worry about in a reply is if there is a fallout and you two are not on the same page about things. A 16-year-old friendship is a lot to lose and emotions can run high in things like this, so just be careful. Looking at it from a third party, this can't end well, but you have more information than we do. OP replies, yeah, I completely understand where you're coming from. Like one of the other commenters said, though I've liked this girl for more than half my life, I vividly remember daydreaming about doing the tango with her back in high school, even prom, and I didn't manage it. I can't turn off my feeling for her, and even ending it beforehand won't bring about the closure I'm seeking. I think if anything, it's probably regret not biding my time to see where we could have went. I don't want to sound corny or helpless, but what I'm doing with this girl undoubtedly makes me more happy than I've ever been. The way I see it in black and white is either we end up together and live happily ever after sometime down the road, or she leaves me for someone else, in which case our friendship ends anyways for an extremely long time. That's just how trying to date a best friend in my eyes has always gone. Make it something better or watch years of friendship crumble to a million pieces. So you know what you're doing.
Yeah.
At least you know what you're risking.
You understand the consequences.
It sounds like you're just trying to delude yourself, but whatever. The only information I left out is that she doesn't want to talk about the 2 years we weren't connected, which leads me to think that something happened. I don't know if it's a bad breakup, a horrible experience, or what really caused such a change. Hopefully, I can find out, and here Here's the update. TLDR, my best friend of 16 years who never showed interest in me showed up at my college apartment one day and randomly had the spice to sleep with me. She's been coming over pretty much every other day since the semester started. I've liked her for years, but she won't give me a definite reason as to what this means or where it's going. Despite most people, including many of my closest friends, telling me to just end things with her or force her into a decision, I decided to not listen to anyone's advice and write it out, accepting that I'd probably get tossed to the side when someone better came around for her and be crushed into a million little pieces, and my heart would be put behind a 10-foot thick steel wall. Brother, what are you doing to yourself here? We went on to be friends with benefits for about 4 months, and those were honestly the most nerve-wracking months of my life, never knowing when or if it was going to end or what she was really thinking. I tried my best to play it off as it didn't bother me, but really it was a bittersweet time for me. Of course it was. After our school semester ended, we drifted apart a little bit. We both were spending time with family and friends. We both had extremely busy semesters and spent most of the time studying or with one another, so that was expected. She ended up going on vacation with her parents to visit her grandparents in England. She did invite me to come along months ago, but I already had other obligations, so I couldn't go with her despite wanting to. We did talk on the phone a few times while she was away. I actually had an annual soccer tournament with my traveling team, and we met this all-girls team at the tournament, and I was telling her about it since she plays soccer as well. She seemed happy for me that I was having fun, but I could tell that it was bothering her. I just chalked it up to maybe I sounded like I was bragging or something.
Ooh, she's caught feelings. She's
Maybe.
caught feelings. She's caught feelings.
She's got the feelings now. 2 weeks later, she asks me if I can pick her up from the airport because she flew back early, and she nearly knocks me over. She hugs me so tightly. Ooh, she wants what she can't have. She's never shown so much intimacy in public before, and she even tells me that she really missed me. It's like 8 p.m. when we go to Starbucks. She's being like really different, a lot quieter than normal, and she seems a little nervous around me, like she wants to say something.
Oh no.
Eventually, she confesses that she realizes she does like me as more than just a friend, and she apologizes for her unfairness making me wait so long before giving me an answer.
What did I tell you? What did I tell you? What did I tell you? I could fix her.
I was wrong.
It was my project.
I was wrong if this is real, because it's reading like a fan fiction.
No, this is
if
real.
This is real.
This is alternate.
Team.
This is alternate Riley right here.
Remember, folks, if you want your friends with benefits to take you seriously, just brag about how you met the all-girls soccer team.
It'll go perfectly.
She tells me that before she left, she didn't really know what she wanted. She didn't know if she wanted a relationship or if she was ready to be in one. She said that she was afraid to get into a relationship with me, only to realize that she didn't want it, feared our friendship would be unable to bounce back. By the way, you can bounce on over to Spotify or Apple Podcasts or iHeartRadio or wherever you listen to your podcasts and search OK Storytime, where you can find full episodes with stories like this. How many days? 49 days worth of stories to listen to?
47 days, 47 nights.
Yes, we have plenty to listen to. Go over there and listen to it. The story's almost over. Let's finish it off. She told me that she experienced a lot of things in England and was sad that she wasn't able to experience them together with me. She talked to her older sister who lives in England, who really put in some good words for me. So we're officially dating and everything has been awesome and I couldn't be happier. Sorry if this update is a bit lacking. I mean, it's not. It's a great update. I'm happy for you. I tried to summarize 3 weeks worth into this post without making it a novel. But if you have any questions about anything, just let me know. Thanks for the advice on the original post. It really gave me some solid perspective.
Dude, bro won. Bro is winning. I am so freaking happy for this man.
I was winning, but her lack of communication really does.
She's
That's a big red
young.
flag for me.
She didn't know
They
what she
are young.
wanted.
Make sure that if you feel like y'all can't talk about something moving forward, you have to be able to speak.
She just needed, you know what happens when the heart is distant?
She just needed to
Grows
daydream.
fonder.
She just needed to daydream about you flirting with an entire girls' soccer team, and then she realized how much of a catch you were.
And that's the blueprints, guys. That's how
the
you do it.
blueprint.
That's the end of that story.
That
We're
is the
gonna
end of that story.
switch it off to the next.